If I see that everyone say yes, then I will be speaking out. Guys, are you ready here? Say yes if you are here. Ready for another trading week, NFP week. Let's keep learning, growing, and trading together. In this trading, we'll be looking for the best outcome possible. And I believe that you guys had a very enjoyable weekend and ready for NFP week. This is where we will be learning, trading, and also growing as a trader. Before I begin this live session, make sure you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So I will be looking at, first of all, guys and girls, starting with what should I start with? Let me see. What should I start with? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Ivan, ready? Kate Moose, ready? Travel. DRC, ready? Ivan. Papu, yes, thank you. Mohammad Abzil, Andy, William, Daddy. Good job. So I want to see, guys, which one I should start first. Let me know in the live chat, so I see that the majority of what everyone will tell, I will be going with that. Let's see what community wants. I will be going with that. So what instrument you will be looking at first? So gold. Let's start with gold. Okay, gold. All right, so I see that majority of them wants gold so far. Let's begin with gold. Gold looks to me that after this 1 hour candle, okay, so it's forming now a bullish pattern here from the 1 hour so far what I see. Let's quickly look at the daily, and then I will be looking at also the lower time frame. Looking at the daily chart, what do we see here? This is the daily candlestick pattern today. So far we saw that the market opened with a wickless candle here, and from that zone the market had a bounce to the upside. So far there was a very strong bullish momentum, and with that bullish momentum the price so far showing significantly bullish. Now if you look at this pattern here, what do we see? That gold forming series of lower high in that area. So with that series of lower high creation, okay, we see that with that series of lower high, the price currently trying to move up again after this pullback. So as the market already made a move from the daily, once it will come down for a pullback. So far we saw deeper pullback. Now the next step, again it will try to break to the upside. As it has already made a bullish move, we could see that continuation pattern. So from what perspective I'm telling this, let me explain. So when you see that a bullish candle like that, a green big bull candle with a wick like that, so in an uptrending market, you will see most of the time the price will go ahead and fill that wick again, especially when it is in the middle of the lifetime of the candle. These are the live feed that you will, if you observe, you will see that. So let's assume that this is a 4 hour candle, and if you see that the candle already has made almost, let's say, 2 ATR or 1.5 ATR move, and then after making 2 ATR or 1.5 ATR, you see the market has come down again like that. You see that if it has enough lifetime in it, for example 4 hour candle, let's say on the 2 hours it has dropped like this, almost half of the body, it will go back up again before the candle close to fill that wick. So if we reflect that on the daily chart, then this daily candle on gold already made a move, has come down. Now we can expect for the price to refill that long wick on the daily time frame. So from that perspective, we could see that gold is bullish. Now you can see the price has come down to this support, and now it's going up for filling that long wick, which is showing potentially bullish. And we saw a crossover of 10 and 20 m on the 4-hour. So the price action is bullish, and what I think that in that zone now the price may try to break this weekly resistance level. Okay, so this is the previous weekly high. Now if the price managed to reach 2037 38 level, there is a very important point to look at, is that if you look at since this candle formation, this is an all-time high candle, the price was maintaining series of, from this candle every week, series of lower high. So once it will break that series of lower high, there will have a big reaction from the top. So this is what I'm expecting in the upcoming session to happen. If the price blow out from here to the upside, then we can look for selling opportunity to this level. But at the moment, if we see before it is blowing out, if it drop back to this level here, also you can look for buying. So looking at the 1-hour chart here, we see there is a pin bar from 1 hour, which is a bullish pin bar, and also after that the price is heading to the upside. Now where we can find entry in this stream, I will be waiting for a couple of levels to retest. This is one, so 1 hour support, intraday support, and also if the price managed to drop back to this 20 EM, also another important level. These are some of the levels that I will be looking for entry. As the market has dropped to this level, we could see that we have seen there is a bounce and waiting for the price to come down again in this zone. So below this doji, above this level, there are a couple of zones that we will be looking. At the moment, it's already started its it resumed its uptrend from here. Wanna see that gold has dropped below this level for giving us an entry. So at the moment to this level, it's bullish for me. So any bounce, any pullback or any kind of liquidity grab in that area will go long to this resistance level. So gold at the moment for me will be looking for entry once we will find suitable price action confirmation. Let's mark then intraday support. So this is intraday support, and also this is intraday support. We'll look for the price to come down to retest, and then we will be looking for entry opportunity on gold. And in addition to that, also we will be looking at, as you can see, Gbpusd did not move much. It rather has dropped down, and we will be looking at that one as well. Gbpusd, dollar yen, and also the euro dollar. Also we can see the market is going up for a pullback on euro dollar, so we'll be looking at that one as well. So let's see how the price is doing, and then we will be looking for entry based on the price action confirmation. So, and in the meantime, if you are new to the channel today, I would recommend you to subscribe to the channel. If you are with us for a long time, make sure you stick till the end. Any question, don't hesitate to ask me using the live chat. gold. Okay, gold. So you see that gold, quite a few gold. What will be up level today? So this is what we see on gold for the price to give us. So it looks like that it's gonna move up a little more upside. So any pullback here is a bit bullish. The candlestick pattern is bullish here on 5 minutes and 15 minutes. So let it first drop to any of this support, which is this kind of drop is needed. And I think that there is no high impact news coming up later today. So looking at calendar, we see that there is no high impact news on calendar. Yeah, so there is no high impact news. So we can smoothly enter if there is any entry coming up. Especially here is a liquidity zone, expecting for the price to come back to this support level. So this is some of the zone that if the price managed to drop this way, we will be looking for entry. For me, it's highly likely that we'll see the market again bouncing to the upside. So let's keep eye on gold for entry. Sometime if we see that it drops unusually, where we could see an entry, especially a longer candle to an important liquidity zone, is where there is high probability entry. All right, so now let's quickly look at GBP JPY, and then I'll come back to gold again. So looking at GBP JPY, looking at the daily chart. So from the daily GBP JPY, the last day of trading week, candle that has a green body, and the way I see this price action on GBP JPY, I think that GJ will drop further. Okay, so it's my opinion. As I mentioned, guys, make sure that you always take all information based on your own understanding and own judgment is very important. There is a famous philosopher called Friedrich Nietzsche. So in his book, he explained that man, so go your own way, even if it is a wrong way, right? So always follow your own choice. When if it is a wrong, no problem, but then how can you follow your coach? Well, this is where also you need to go your own way, right? Because you need to choose either to take or not to take, is also in your own way, isn't it? Because if you want to take or not take, it's a choice, isn't it? So it's also going your own way. So make sure you practice that. That's always helpful. Okay, so if we look at GBP JPY, what I think that it's gonna drop. The reason is it may just continue to go up even. The reason is this is a bullish candle, and we have seen that the price is maintaining series of higher low, okay, and series of lower high. So today the price couldn't break the high, and what I think that as the price failed to create a new higher high, it needs further deeper liquidity from here, and we could see that GBP JPY breaking this low before moving up. So we might see something like this, another drop, and then any kind of pattern, and then moving up again to the major direction of the trend. Always, it is very important. There is a retail trading psychology, works always to trade against the trend. It's happened to me also when I begin my trading. So it's very important that you train your brain to look at the trade in the direction of the trend. So it's like, going with the flow. The wise people always go with the flow. So you see, when you go with the flow, then it becomes much easy to travel, right? So imagine that going with the flow means like you become like a water. So imagine there is a river and there's a lot of rocks around it. Okay. Lots of obstacle, full of obstacle, and then the water. Okay, so how does the water travel? You see, like this. So going with the flow. So the water is harder than the rock, isn't it? Yes, of course, water is harder than the rock because water dissolves the rock by repetitively heating for 100 years. It dissolved the rock, so it's harder than the rock. So now it just move in the flow with finding the path. It's a big lesson, in fact, because if you look at, we see that the life, when we want to achieve something, we want to be a trader, want to do anything, there is always obstacle, isn't it? So when you know how to make the obstacle your way, that is where water like comes in play. So there is a Stoic philosopher, he said that what is on the way becomes the way. So that's how it is. So water makes in the same way. So what is on the way, it just create a new way. So that's how the market also moved. See that the trend moved like a water in the direction of the flow. So when you understand the flow, you understand that which way to trade. So always when you look at the market, look for the trend and then trade in the major direction of the trend, then you can find easily how to trade. So like the flow in the river, just sit on the boat and it will take by itself because you are going with the flow. So going with the flow is also the secret key to be successful in anything. In trading, when you go with the flow in the direction of the trend, or in any aspect of your life, because when you go with the flow, you conserve huge energy that most people fight with the universe to give away. How? Because how do we fight with the universe when we lose our power and energy and give it away? Is because imagine that why does sometimes something very hard to achieve for some people? Because we put on pedestal. So what do I mean by this putting on pedestal? The universe works like this. This will change your complete perspective about everything and will change your life, trust me. See, let's say we human being are here, or you, me, or anyone is here, right? Now, when we have different kind of dream, goal, or desire, right? Now, you will see that unconsciously, some of the things that we desire, we think that is so high, is so important. So the more importance you will put, so you will put it on high, on altitude. For example, you have your self-importance, which has a level of importance, and then you need something or want to get something. Now it's very important for you, so the more important is the higher the altitude, the less important is the lower the altitude. Okay, now so you are here, so now the harder you will try, the farther it will go, because it's so important for you. And you fight with the universal energy, because the job of the energy of the universe is not to give you what you want, but to restore the balance in the energy field. So how we disturb the energy flow is by putting too much importance, putting it high. So then how you can make it, just make yourself the equivalent to it. So the best way to do that is by being neutral or non-judgmental, or not putting that much of importance, but thinking yourself as equivalent to that things. So that's how you are not putting in too high, so it's your equivalent, and so it becomes easy for you. So that's how you can keep not going against the flow, but being with the flow. Sometimes I know that it's hard, that how you can keep that maintained. The easiest way, the easiest technique is when you accept everything as it is. Very simple. So when you, because everything is in the mind, we create. So you'll see that there is anything changing one level reflect in every level. So when you do not create an excessive importance on something inside your mind, then it becomes easy, because it's all inside the mind. It's like a water droplet that reflect from one place to the other place. So that's how you can keep balance and go with the flow. So if you look at this one again, going back to GJ, is that from the daily we could see that the market is dropping down. That's what I think, because it's failed to break to the upside. Now how can we go with the flow in this market? Let's go to the lower time frame to see the flow in the market. Now lower time frame, if you look at the 15-minute chart, we can see that the flow here is in the downside. Okay, so you see that the flow is to the downside. Okay, so the market is trending in that direction. So from that perspective, we see that this is the resistance, and if we see that I do not want to enter quickly, I want to see how the price is reacting, and then we can look for that entry opportunity on Gbpusd as soon as we will find that. Let's see what's happened with gold. Now I see that gold is trending nicely even than Gbpusd, so we will be looking for the proper entry opportunity on gold as soon as you will find that. You want to see that the market, this is the 5-minute chart, we see so far a big bull move. If we see straight drop to this level, we can look for entry, because the way it will drop, it will show you a clue that the market will move up or down from this level. Gbpusd, please. Thank you very much. US30 gold, please. Yeah, absolutely. Hi everybody, huge knowledge. Thanks very much. Ace, thank you very much. Yeah, everyone is within. Okay, so that I wouldn't define as knowledge, it's wisdom. So there is a difference between knowledge and wisdom. So knowledge is going from A to B. Wisdom is it's like a innate, it's extract from within. So you guys, girls, everyone have that wisdom. Why did you not include indices in the latest weekly podcast? Yeah, it was missed. Okay, we'll be including later. Let me get into the VIP signal. Go about the monthly. Kosinathi, I believe you should receive email. Please check your email including the junk and you will find all the links and everything. Thank you. So now let's quickly look at, thank you for joining us, and definitely you will find value here. So if we look at, this is the gold here, and with that lower time frame on the 5 minutes, waiting for the intraday support to be tested. Once you will see that test, you will be looking for entry. Now in the meantime, let me look at quickly some other pairs as well to see how they are doing, such as dollar yen. I'll be quickly going through all of them and then I'll be looking for that entry just to see how the market is evolving here. So Euro AUD, this instrument had a huge drop even today also. That's it has broken out of the bull flag. This instrument might give us entry very soon. I'm just quickly looking at all the pairs. Eurojpy. So if you look at Eurojpy, that one also may be coming down for deeper pullback, so it's not what we can look at. In all of them, I see that gold and euro dollar is going up for also deeper pullback. So gold looks better than anything else for entry. Once you will find that, we will be looking for. Now this is the 30 minutes price action. We see that there is a downside coming, waiting for the price to drop, and then we will be entering. Okay guys, hope that you are enjoying this live session. Give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I'm posting every day. And if you're enjoying this live session, join the free Telegram channel for all the content and everything that I'm posting. It's given on the free Telegram channel. So if you look at here, what we see with this move, it's now dropping down for a deeper pullback, which we need to see that, and then we'll be looking for that entry. Thank you very much. Okay. Aussie yen, can you review the indices since it was missed, please? Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, we'll be looking at looking at NASDAQ. So looking at the NASDAQ, what we see in this instrument from the intraday perspective on NASDAQ, here is today's candle, back-to-back 3 bullish candle from the 4-hour, and then the market has moved to that level. From this zone we see that NASDAQ currently coming down again for a deeper pullback. So from the daily, what I think that because it's a long-term bullish market, NASDAQ, we could see that the price is coming down, gathering liquidity and then going up. So I talk a lot about the liquidity, so let's also discuss that point of liquidity. So probably you are very new in trading or beginner, so liquidity will help you to gather more liquidity for yourself as well. So if you look at the liquidity, is basically is the volume that we are putting in the market. So how do you know a market is gathering liquidity? Or see, this is a, if you look at this candle, here is liquidity. Okay, so this red candle has gained a huge liquidity because it has broken all those low. Now how do you know that it is, this candle is gathering liquidity? Is because if you apply the common sense, it becomes very clear to you. So how do you apply common sense? Look at, let's assume that here what happened. See, how do you apply the common sense? When you see a bullish move in that area, in this uptrending market, look at this daily candle. It crossed that daily low. Now go to the 4-hour. What do you see that? There was a big manipulation. That one also liquidity grab. And once you see that, once the trader have seen that, a lot of trader, including the institutional trader, gone long from this level. Gone long. Now when trader going long, then their stop loss is a sell order. You can keep that note. So when you are buying, then your stop loss is a sell order. So you are buying by choice, your stop loss without choice is an order in the market. Now what happened next? After little move, now this is what happened. You see, after little movement, it formed a doji, and then it formed another doji, and then it formed a bullish, this one also liquidity. You see, when this doji has formed, for those who bought from here, they became more and more optimistic because it already gathered liquidity. So everyone became optimistic and they doubled up their position. Okay, a new trader has come, they also bought from here. So this zone became a very, very hot zone. So when with this first candle, if it had 1 million trade in that zone, then it became 10 million trade. Okay, and now because there is a lot of sell order on this area, the next one has triggered all of them. Now because all those stop loss are sell order, that means that you want to sell. So if your stop loss is there, that you are willing to sell. So when you say I will sell, then who will buy? You say that I'm here, I'm selling. So once you say that I'm selling, someone needs to buy on the other side. Who is buying? Those who created this candle. And because those who are mover in the market bought that big lot that everyone put on the stop loss, the market now going like an aggressively to the upside. You see that is the liquidity. Okay, so basically the more stop loss will be hit, the bigger the move will be. So how you can say, then will I just trade just to hit the stop loss? No, the more patient you are, the more liquidity candle you will see, and then you will be trading. But you never be able to avoid that. But the more liquidity candle you will see, the higher your probability will be, and then you can make more high probability trade, while you cannot expect to win all the trade every time. So that's the whole concept of liquidity. That's the common sense that you can apply. I believe that you understood it. Let me know if you haven't. I believe it's the simplest way you can understand. And here is, you will find the best trading education. As I mentioned before, you know, these are the things you will not find anywhere. This is where I try to help traders to understand that this concept, because when I begin my trading journey, I didn't know anything about it, but I have taken the mentorship from some of the biggest player in the market who had a long experience in institutional trading. Because in fact, institutional trader or institutional flow is the mover of the market. We, a retail trader, only can follow their flow, follow their footstep. So those who trade institutional, they use this same strategy based on liquidity, price action, and market structure. So let's now look at how we can find that entry opportunity. And one thing that we need to understand, let's say we have an advantage over institutional trader as a retail trader. What is that advantage? Is that institutional trader need to predict that liquidity grab before it happens. You see, this is the difference. Institutional trader need to predict that liquidity before it grabs, because they will grab the liquidity. But as a retail trader, we can wait for them to grab the liquidity so that we can enter the trade behind them. That's the big advantage of it. So now if we look at, so far what we see is that the market in this area, where is my replay? Okay, so looking at the lower time frame here, what I think that, you know, for me, I don't think that NASDAQ will be able to break and create a new higher high from there. What I think that NASDAQ ultimately will try to break this support here, and then will create an overextension, and then will move up to create a new higher high. So that could be the situation with NASDAQ. Let's see how it does. And I believe that you guys and girls have understood the concept. Let me know if you haven't understood, and let me know if you can hear me. Guys, can you hear me? I hope that everyone can hear me. Showing bullish momentum. Gold is going long, given DXY is going short direction. Yes, in majority of the time, gold and DXY, they move opposite of each other. They basically traded against DXY, but in some unusual situation, they almost move in the same direction. Sometime very unusually, especially when there was a bank collapse. You saw that. Probably you remember the live session that we made, talked about it, that you saw the DXY and gold going in the same direction. If there is any extreme crisis, when the economy is threatened, investment goes to the safe haven, and then it becomes aggressively bullish in that moment. So now let's see what it is happening here in this area from 5 minutes. Okay, so what we see here, chances for gold to drop to this level now is high, so we might see that local downside on gold, and chances for a drop is very high. What's happening here? Why do I see different kind of candle on 94? Okay, so here what do we see, that in that area the market, if we look at the 15-minute chart, from the 15 minutes as well, the price trying to drop in that direction, and I will be waiting for a bit more downside, which we could see ultimately coming down. My display is now visible. Okay, so here is the situation on gold. We might see local downside, the price highly likely will try to break this low, which we see eventually coming down, and so the price is approaching that support level. There's the liquidity candle. Looking at to see if there is any entry on gold. I think we could see a bit more downside. Now if we look at the 1 hour chart, this is a 1 hour 20 EMA zone. If the price managed to drop here, it's gonna be a big one. So if we see the price is coming to test this 20 EMA from the 1 hour, which will be around 2026 level, 2025 2026 zone, we'll be placing a pending order here and we'll be entering the trade by pending order. First of all, let me see if the price is coming that far, then we can look for pending order. Looks like we'll see some kind of downside momentum here, and okay, so I will be placing a pending order on gold in this, exactly to this price. On, I'll be explaining later why I'm putting that on 2026.01. Stop loss I will keep below this level, so exactly here at 2024.19. basically I will put 20 pip, 2024.00 or 01, it will be around 20 pip stop loss, and I will be targeting for 3 to 1. Maybe we will be able to change if needed. So this is the pending order. It will be a buy limit, so it will be here a buy limit. Buy limit at 2022.01, sorry, 2026.01, not 22, 2026.01. buy limit at this, and stop loss it here. So only I'll be putting a very little amount of risk, so make sure guys and girls you do proper risk management, not putting a big risk on that. Okay, it's very important to do that. And yeah, so that's the 3 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Read on that. And I will be also placing in my trading account the same thing. Now if we don't see that gold didn't touch here, then we'll look for further entry on the way. But for the time being, this is the best place that we can look for potential entry. Okay, so you place a pending order on gold, buy limit at 2026.01, and then we will be okay. So here we could see that movement potential, and the way the price action is forming, might eventually see that the price is dropping down here. Let me know, guys, if you are enjoying the live session. Give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I'm posting every day. And absolutely, I thank you for all the support that you are putting on the channel by giving a thumbs up, by subscribing to the channel. I do post a lot of content that will help you in your journey in trading, absolutely. So now here is I placed a pending order buy limit on gold. I will be explaining why I have put that. As I mentioned before, it's based on the liquidity. So I'm expecting for the price to drop down again to this liquidity zone. So we have only placed here 20 pip stop loss. Okay, so I put a very tight stop loss in my trading. It's my the best way that I manage the risk on everything, which is very important to put a very tight stop loss and manage the risk is key. Now this is we even could see the price managed to bounce from here, but highly likely we could see a retest of this level here. So if you look at the 1 hour chart, the 1 hour candle closed here. So what do you see? That there is a long wick doji on the 1 hour. So the next candle, expecting it to drop down, which we could see, could not, but expecting to drop down to retest this 20 EMA. This is a liquidity zone, and then bounce back up for another movement. So let's see if it is following that pattern. If it isn't, then we'll look for entry from another place. Let's see how it is doing. Just changes. So if you look at okay, now we can expect what I think that the price may not be able to break the high, instead expecting it to come down and then to grab that liquidity. So and then two candle liquidity gap. It depends on how the liquidity gap happens. So you can find liquidity gap in one candle, or you can find in two candle, or sometimes three candles. So if you look at this one, you see these two dojis on the 5 minutes. You see this one liquidity gap and then followed by another one. So two candles and made a big move to the upside. In fact, now the next one is one candle. So it depends on how the market is doing. Okay, it depends on when the price is doing that liquidity gap. On your call, the Telegram. Okay, so DRC, if your Telegram link is not working, just email, it will be sent to you. Okay, sometime it happens, so email, it will be sent to you. Or so once you join, you should receive some automated email. So reply that email and you will immediately receive it. Okay, so in the meantime, anyone wants to join Forex Trading Wizard Academy, where trading with me, experiencing all the trading tools that we have, including all the trade that I'm opening, you can join today. There is a few spots left. The link below this video in the description, and you can, once you are on the website, click join now button. So once you join, you should receive an automated email with all the links and everything. In case any link is not working or you can't open, just email back, you'll receive it back immediately. So now here what I'm expecting for the price to drop. What do you think that gold is going to drop to that level? Can you look at natural gas, please? Yeah, natural gas, gold is crazy. Thank you. So when you look at the liquidity, can you look for previous day, previous week? It depends on that time frame. All right, so if you are looking at if you are trading on, let's say, on the 5 minutes time frame, let's say you are trading on 5 minutes, then you can't look at 1 week level. In majority of the time, liquidity you can find in the recent supply and demand zone. Okay, so the recent is the better. It's always, because recent level of support and resistance is always will have the highest priority. So it depends on what time frame you are trading. Now if you are trading on the daily, you can look at even a month old data. But if you are trading on 5 minutes, 15 minutes, the recent data, where you will see exactly in the chart. I think that the 4-hour candle will be a doji, and the price will drop down in the next 4-hour session. So I understand what you said. So this 4-hour candle is going to be doji, and then the price will drop down in the next 4 hour. Okay, so to form that doji on the 4-hour, this is this current candle, you can see it is still 52 minutes remaining to close this candle. Now if the price hitting our entry, then it should be doing within this 1 hour time frame. If the price is not coming to our entry before this 4-hour close, we may expire this pending order. But if the price managed to drop to this support level before this candle close, then we could see a bounce back up, and that might lead this price even to the resistance, even to weekly resistance. That's the main goal. But if this candle, 4-hour candle closing as a doji, then there are two probable scenarios. One is still there is a probability to go up, the other one is to drop further and then to move back up. Okay guys and girls, hope that you are enjoying this live session. If you are enjoying, let me know. I think that we still can expect to come down for a deeper liquidity, so which is the main place here that we will be looking for entry. And in the meantime, any question, don't hesitate to ask me. And if you are enjoying this live session, don't hesitate to like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. And also, in addition to that, if you want to join me to trade with me live, and also I do share all my trade in the VIP group. There are a couple of spots available where some of my or all my members who are in that group can access all the trade that I am opening. So now let's quickly look at on Gbpusd, and then we'll see how we can come back again to see where the price is heading to. Looking at Gbpusd, okay, so what we can see on Gbpusd, this is the intraday time frame on GJ, where we can see that the price, this is the support level on GJ, and from that support, this is a big bullish move. The price has come to the support. We can expect for the price to bounce back up again, but at the same time, from the higher time frame on the daily, as we begin early to discuss on that, this price likely to drop further to this support level. So looking at the intraday time frame, where we look at the 30 minutes and 15 minutes, here this is the 30 minutes candle on GJ, which has crossed that resistance, and we see that the market had an initial reaction from that level with this doji. Now we need to see how the price will be moving from that level. So if we look at the 1 hour chart on GJ, where the market has hit that 20 MA, has closed back below, okay, here if we see the market has gone up from a double top here or grab further liquidity, then we can look for that selling opportunity on GJ. I think slowly we could see lower time frame downside on GJ, while gold is still in that area. Now I would be happy if I could see that gold has dropped to this support level with one big move, which was expecting, but let's see now how it is reacting. Then we will be looking to see either it's worth taking or no, or maybe we can look for other instrument that giving us the better entry opportunity. Now if you look at this kind of move, what I was expecting on gold, that direct hit to that level. Now if you remember our VIP Zoom class that we did in the past week on Sunday, this is what I have exactly discussed. This is the same strategy that I am trading at the moment. So in the class that we talked about a big long candle that has bigger ATR and to give us support or resistance for entry. Now if you look at gold, what do you see? That from this level in the past the market has made that move, so which we see that the 15 minutes time frame which expected the price is coming down, means that we can expect now gold to come down with a red move to this support level. And if it does, then this is what exactly expected, for the price to come down to this support with a red move. And if it does, then we will be looking for that entry opportunity. So I will be also posting all the Zoom classes recorded session on the group. If you missed that, you can watch all of them, where I have explained exactly what is the strategy, how you can get the full advantage of it. Now if you look at in the last moment of the candle close, it is trying to form a doji, but I still think that the price will just drop down in that direction. Now here is the most important part, because you can see the price has broken that low, gather liquidity here. Now if it is bouncing up, which is possible, if it move up, then we might see it's trending, but I think that we could see the price dropping down to this support level here. Because there is a big long candle, the bulls will try to break the high. So you are on a buy limit on gold. Thank you. Yes, to 2025 level. Yeah, okay. So here is the liquidity. There is a weakless candle here. Okay, so that weakless candle might create a bit more support here. Drop to 2020 level. Okay. Great earnings. So thank you very much. Yes, absolutely. So I'm short on gold, big time frame. Okay, so can I use FBG for entry, and can I please make That's not about it. Yes, absolutely. About the FBG, yeah, I'll be posting. I do post a lot of content on the channel, so I will also be posting about FBG and many other smart money trading concepts. So make sure, guys and girls, you subscribe to the channel, press that bell notification. This weekend also I'll be posting every day. I'm posting new analysis. I would recommend you to go through every video that I'm posting in addition to your strategy course. For those who are already on the course, I would recommend you to go through every detail that we have on the website, because the course that I have is foundation course plus advanced strategies that I am trading recorded in a complete lesson, in addition to all the Zoom classes that I am doing and also all the trade that I am posting on the channel with entry, stop loss and take profit, so that you can, I would recommend you to combine all of them, because if you only go through the course, and this is why I share my trade. I'm not saying that every trade that I share will be winner. Never think like that. The main goal here is to do the risk management, okay? So that if any trade not working out, you are learning. But why my course is very different from any other? Two reasons. Number one, all the strategy that I use is based on the smart money. Number two is I do share my trade with entry, stop loss and take profit, and I explain the strategy behind it. And I think that that's the best way a mentor can teach, because if a mentor not telling you how he is trading, then how can you learn that strategy, right? I'm teaching you a course, I'm giving you a strategy, but I'm not showing you how I'm trading. Do you think that that will get benefit? So that's why, because I was in that position, okay, I went to the mentor gave me a lot of lesson, but I don't know how the mentor trade, so I didn't understand how to trade. So that's why all the strategy that I'm teaching, I'm also sharing with the members with all the trade that I'm opening. Thank you very much. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so gold, what we see here, it's on the lower time frame. It's trying to maintain a structure here in that area. Okay, so if we look at, this is a bit more of, in that area, a bit more of what I think that we could see that break. We see that the downside coming that expected, and I think the price might come and hit that 20 MA. So from 1 hour, yeah, so this is what I'm expecting on that. Yes, absolutely. Logic of trade is the key point. What is the logic? What points that you looked at when you open a position is very important, because there is many ways a trader can look at the market. Okay, so a trader can look at the market from a completely different perspective than the other trader, right? So every trader has their own way of trading the market, but you can look at from someone else's perspective, and then you can absorb that and you can use your own, right? That's how everything works in this universe, right? All the knowledge, then ancient knowledge and everything has come from generation to generation, right? The wise man says that lips of wisdom are closed except ears of understanding. So those who are very, knows how to gain the knowledge, they can understand before it is passed down to them. So most of all the knowledge that the writing has started how many years? I think in 2000 years. Before that there was no writing, right? There was a symbol, and human being used to use the verbal and symbol to convey the knowledge. So everything is transferable, right? What Nikola Tesla did, also today's scientist, the modern scientist, is just repeating the same thing, right? Because it's the knowledge, once it comes, that original knowledge is now passed down to the next generation. Okay, so here is what we see. Gold, the way it formed this candle, looks to me that it probably wants to be bullish from here. Okay, so let me see. Okay, from 15 minutes, yeah, see this wants to be bullish from here, so I will be going long from here on gold. Okay, so and the stop loss will be below this low. There could be a risk here because it might again come down, so the pending order will be deleted and I will be putting a market order in that area. I'm a bit late in my entry. It's also put a pending order. Come on. Come on. I'm late in my entry. Sometimes it's annoying. Didn't put any TP. Late at entry, so 15 minutes closing, might say a bit more downside pullback. So I'm long on gold, and also I have sent a trade to the members as well. So expecting it to bounce here. We see that multiple liquidity candle. Okay, so let's see, let's get some peep, gain some peep, as there is a with the progression of the New York session, expecting for the price to bounce up and to create a new higher high. guys, so hope that you are enjoying the live session. So you see a little bit of profit started. I'll give you a shout out what I'm doing. Guys, did you subscribe to the channel? If you don't do, then do it. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every day. Right, so you see some improvement in the movement. Okay, so you see some movement coming. Okay, so profit running guys. Okay, we see some profit running. Okay, we see good move. A big bullish candle. The question is, we will be holding or we will be taking profit. We see almost 0.5% up on the account. We're expecting it to go ahead and hit that TP. My entry was a bit late, but still expecting it to hit the TP. Are you guys enjoying the live session? As I mentioned, this is the Real Trading Academy where you can learn and grow as a trader. Make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I'm posting every single day. And also make sure you join trade with a regulated broker. The broker I trade is regulated. You can find a link below this video in the description for the broker that I am trading. You can use that link if you are looking for a regulated broker. So the price is almost there. Hitting the TP and nearly there. It's a big bull candle. What I think that the way this candle has formed, chances for even further upside. So I didn't put a TP here. To put a TP 2033.34. Nearly hitting the TP. That's a good one, isn't it? This is what I was talking about, guys. Trading is freedom when you know how to do that, and it just need to be a little bit of patient. Okay, so don't be, don't be impatient, don't lose hope. Just try to try to understand your emotion so that you can act on the emotion, so that you can manage it properly. And that's all. You don't need much. So the best thing on trading is you don't need capital, you don't need anything, you don't need shop or anything like that. So you might see a bit more downside here. I'm out of the trade. I'm going out with almost more than 1%. So I am out with the trade with more than 1%. So this is, I took 2% risk on that. So I closed with 1%. I believe if you have taken 1% risk, is 0.5% up. Is up to you how if you want to keep running. I think it's gonna move up a bit further. So you could see a bit more upside the way the price has formed here, but it might even come down for a deeper pullback. So I am out with 1% gain as I took 2% risk on that. And we will be entering again. We see, as I mentioned, the market is bullish. So it's your choice if you want to keep running, or you can move the stop loss at entry for bigger move. So the way we see the market is, you see it has come here to this liquidity zone, and this is the move that we need, isn't it? When we see the price is, this is the liquidity that we talk about, you see. So when I look at my trade, guys, I'll be back in just 30 seconds, okay, or maybe 1 minute, and then we'll be looking at another trade. Probably we'll see that. So make sure you stick till the end of this live session. There's more to go. So we see a bit more bounce from this level. Okay, so here is what we can see in that area is, from this support level there is a bounce to the upside. Still we could see the market is heading to the upside on that. Okay, so on the 5 minutes there is another liquidity candle is being formed. So we might see that the price is still moving up. Ultimately it has gone there to the level. So probably you guys have a hit. You guys have a hit, TP hit. Awesome being following you for last 3 months. Thank you very much, Aniket. That's awesome. Yes, amazing. What do you think of Eurujpy coach? It moved up supported. So Eurujpy, I will be looking at that. Eurujpy. If we look at the daily chart on Eurujpy, I think we could see further downside potentially. I don't think that the price without testing this 20 MA will go up, because it started to drop means that it's gonna drop a lot, because with this daily green candle the price, you can see a move, a green pullback, and there is another drop. So the next drop, the today's candle, we see the price is almost nearly approaching the support, and you see this 20 EMA has not been tested yet many times. So you could see that Eurujpy, we can expect for the price to hit that 20 EMA, and there is a probability for the price to come down to hit that 20 EMA. So expecting for Eurujpy to drop down to hit that 20 EMA. So chances for downside is still high. If you look at the 4 hour, then what do you see here? That, you know, couple of candles, big red, the green is weaker, so the bulls are still weaker. But if this move is, if it made against the trend, I would be looking for buying, because it's now in the direction of this channel. So chances for breakdown is high. You know, it may go up, it could go up, but chances for dropping down is high, because the sellers are stronger in the market. All right, guys. So I see that the likes are not in proportion with the views. So can you smash the like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification and join the free Telegram channel. You can find a link for the free Telegram channel in the description area. Also, I can share with you the free Telegram channel link in the live chat so that you can use it. So this is the free Telegram channel link given in the live chat. So what do you see? Gold, the way it is heading, which is potentially bullish. And let me know, guys, how many of you have got profit on gold. I want to see that you guys have got profit on gold. So this is a bull candle on the 1 hour chart, and which eventually we could see that the price is hitting that weekly resistance. So 203738 level is the weekly resistance level, and from that weekly resistance, expecting for the price to return back after breaking this high. So we could see ultimately price is going up, hitting that, and then dropping down back to the support level again. We see some kind of movement. Ready, thank you. I'm still holding the observe, thank you. Manual. That's okay. Yeah, okay. It's all about, you know, more of learning and understanding. And now here is what we see. Let me see here. Okay, we could see break of this weekly resistance. Chances very high for the price to go up and hit that weekly resistance. Okay, so in the meantime, let's look at what's happening with Gbpjpy and Eurujpy. So looking at Eurujpy, what we see in that area, this is the resistance line here on Eurujpy, and this is a channel, so which is a channel, which is a bearish channel here, and in that channel the price forming series of lower high. What we could see that the price from this candle, from this 4-hour candle, it is showing bearish pattern. So JPY pair, as expected, as I mentioned in the beginning of the session, that we could see that JPY coming down, and we see the price is doing that. If you look at the JPY doing the same thing here, and on that level on GJ also doing the same thing. Gbpjpy is coming down. We could see further downside. GJ and Eurujpy, Euro little bit stronger, but it's still downside. So if you look at the CHFJPY, CHF is inherently stronger currency, but we see that some kind of movement on it. CAD-JPY also. So all the JPY pairs, let's look at the dollar yen. Yeah, so all the JPY pairs, we see that potential weakness, especially GJ and UJ looks weaker. I think that's gonna just GJ is coming back to the support. EJ also coming back to the support, which is potential. And for gold is trending. As I picked that gold in the beginning of the session, that discussed that gold might be, you know, breaking out. And this is a very powerful strategy. If you look at, see, turn on the, this is what I have created. Now if I turn on my TF strategy indicator, you know, I have tools that I use to find the trade. Now I didn't turn on, you saw that when I opened, because I know for a long time I'm using the strategy. But if you are beginner and learning my strategy in the website, you can access this tool, but I only give access to you after you learn the strategy. Now to learn the strategy, you must be our lifetime member, which is very easy now. Available to join, available for you to join. Currently few spots still left. Once you are on the website, you can click join now button. When you are our lifetime member, go to your dashboard and you will find all the information. So you can use that tool, the TF strategy. Not only this tool, I do have that automated system for this strategy as well. So if you are our member also, you can let me know if you haven't got that automated system and indicator in your chart. So that's how I create value for traders, helping them to learn, and then so that they can learn and get the proper tools to make trading easy. And if it is, if you are new in this journey, then probably if you haven't got the right guidance, probably it looks harder. I would recommend you to the most important part is not to blow out. Okay, that's the most important part. So like for example, what do I mean by blow out? You can blow out, you can have $100 account that you can blow out, that's fine. Because what do I mean by fine? I'm not saying you should blow out, but what I'm saying that when you start your trading journey, keep your account comparatively smaller if you are trading, because chances that I wouldn't say that those who are watching this live, if you are trading consistently for at least 1 year, then definitely you have blown out at least one account. I can assure you on that. If you are trading for at least 1 year, so blow out the smaller account so that it doesn't hurt you. That's what I'm telling you. So now that's how you can keep smaller account. Do the experiment. Once you are fully grown up in trading, understand everything, then you can learn how to do the risk management, how to do the trading, and then do proper risk management, and then learn trading. So once it also it comes down to overcoming the fear. Okay, it's a big deal. See, if you are trading, let's say if you are trading and then you want to trade very, very safely, the more safely you want to trade, you will experience more and more fear. So you need to create a balance between safety and risk management. So when you do the risk management, you actually eliminate the fear entirely. Because if you have a stop loss, or if you are using a smaller account, as I mentioned, there are many strategies. Okay, I saw traders who doesn't put a stop loss, okay, who are very good at it, but they use a very smaller account so that in case they are not right in their record, then they are using that capital like that. So there are many strategies, but I don't recommend to trade without a stop loss. It depends on how you want to trade. So basically it's all come down to all about having a strategy, learning the risk management, and then trading based on the strategy. So with that said, I strongly believe that you understand and you found interesting this channel. Make sure you subscribe. Let's look at now on GJ. Okay, so GJ looks like that is preparing for doing something or opposite of what I said. Let's see what's happened on EJ. Okay, so it might start a move to the upside from here, or it might do something like that and then dropping down. There could be many scenario, but at the moment it's very crucial place either to buy or sell on GJ and UJ. So I will keep eye again on gold, which eventually has broken to the upside, and we might see that gold ultimately breaking to the upside to create, or already has broken to the upside, and we might see ultimately it's breaking the weekly resistance level, which is the 2037, and from that zone we could see the prices going up to create a higher high. So let me quickly look at, as there is a 4-hour close coming. Okay, so I will be looking at, so what's the timing in New York at the moment? Anyone from New York here? What's the timing here in New York? Just to see the market. Or so it's 9 o'clock coming up on New York session, so we could see that with the candle close some new movement. Let me see the 4-hour timing for all the pairs to see overall movement. I'm just looking at all the pairs to see. So if we look at the WTI also, we see some kind of, from this resistance level, look at WTI, and with that resistance the price now coming down for, as we see there is a gap opening on WTI, we might see that it's dropping down again to the support level. So WTI might be dropping down to the support level. So in majority of the pairs we see that in all of them gold is trending very nicely, that we have seen, and still it is trending very nicely, reaching that weekly resistance level. And I think that finally we could see almost hitting that weekly resistance, and after breaking that weekly resistance then it could return back, which is almost nearing there. This is a weakless candle, so it might be a bit more blowout from here, which we could see eventually, because the way the price action has formed from this level with a big move, and the chances for further upside is high. So after break of the weekly resistance, we will see how the price is reacting to that, and based on that we can look for entry again. And with that being said, I strongly believe that you guys and girls enjoyed this live session. We had another good session today as well, so I want to have every day this kind of good sessions, profitable sessions, and along with many other trade that we will be opening with the upcoming session as well. And until that, guys and girls, it was enjoyable to have some time with you. I believe that you found value in this, enjoyed this live session. I want to see you again trading tomorrow twice live in the market. So see you there. Until that, stay well, stay happy.